I can do more than that. I can make that shit go hurricane with only me to blame. I said I can do more than that. Don't care if you a dancer, I'll have you like Niagara. The way that you falling for me. All of the rainforest jealous of the sound you make. I'll make the oceans mad, cause they can't compare to your ways. I promise, babe. Not here to waste your time. I'll make you lose your mind once I am inside. Let me celebrate your whole body. Fingernails in your...
This was a highly requested video. In fact, someone asked for a tutorial because she wants to prepare this chicken for Christmas. So I'll be showing you guys how I make my spicy chicken. But for now, I was just marinating my Suya chicken for the next day. Follow me on social media to see the content I'm going to make on the Suya chicken. But today, I'll be making this spicy chicken. And this is for the Christmas block party event we are having around the corner. For this chicken, you would need to have chili sauce. Yes, that chili sauce on top. Like I said, I'm going to put all the ingredients in the description box so you would know what brand I'm talking about. But that is what is going to give you this particular chicken. This sauce you are seeing me put here, that is what is going to give you the taste. And then I marinated this for 48 hours, both the Suya chicken and the spicy chicken. For the Suya chicken, I had an event on Saturday, so I also marinated this. Proceeded to put in the Suya oil I had for my chicken the last time. The Suya chicken, don't throw your oil away. That is perfect for marinating. Perfect for marinating. So anytime you make Suya, do not throw the oil out. This was the next day, so I proceeded to put in all my marinated spicy chicken, arranging it on my pan and popping it into the oven for 375 degrees 30 minutes. This chicken spent a total of 1 hour in the oven, 30 minutes on each side. And also, whatever stock was produced in the chicken, I used it to prepare jollof rice. This video, I'm going to show you guys how I made my jollof rice. If you don't have the chili sauce I used, you can always not use it. You can do everything without the chili sauce. But if you want to have your chicken tasting like this, get the chili sauce. So now I'm going to make jollof rice. My ginger paste was done. This was the last day of that ginger paste. Fried my onions, ginger paste, and my tomato paste. Fried that until it was dry. When I mean dry, almost burnt. You think your tomato paste is burning. It was time to flip the chicken. I don't know about you guys, but in the kitchen, I am always under pressure. And so I do a lot of things at the same time. So you guys should not forget your chicken in the oven just because you are cooking jollof rice and frying puff puff. So after flipping my chicken, I popped that into the oven again for another 30 minutes and proceeded to continuing my jollof rice. I had this pepper mix I blended from the last jollof rice I made. I actually made a lot, and so I just used that for my jollof rice. After boiling my tomato the last time, I had the leftover water from that and I added that into my jollof rice, replaced this with water, and then added the blended tomato and onions mixture I also had aside. I have several methods in which I make my jollof rice, and this was just one of it. I want my jollof rice to both be vegan and non-vegan friendly. Proceeded to add in all my seasonings, my Sazon seasoning, herbs and seasoning, salt, Maggi, curry, thyme, just a little bit of water, enough to cook the rice because I'll be cooking this rice on low heat, and then you just leave your jollof rice to cook. Don't forget to always stir it at interval because you wouldn't want your jollof rice to be half orange, half white, or you wouldn't want it to be partly cooked and half will be done, half will be hard. This was the second time I brought the chicken out of the oven to flip, and during this period I poured out the water and used some of it for the jollof rice, the stock, broth, whatever you want to call it. And you can see that's what I'm doing right now. I left the chicken in the oven for another 10 minutes just to make it dry because I don't like my chicken too soggy. And this is what you would have. This is how your chicken should look like. And this is just part one. Making this chicken takes a lot of time, takes a very long time. hours, 2 days just to marinate, and 2 hours to properly cook. So you have to be patient. So now we're proceeding to making the chicken. I chopped some peppers and I just realized I don't have to use that hand machine I was using. I had this blender that had the pulse button on it, and I could have just been doing that all this while. So yay! Found that making life easy for me. Proceeded to adding the leftover chicken stock, mix. Added the spicy chili sauce you saw that I used to marinate the chicken. Added a spoon of blended tomato, onions, garlic, and ginger. Added my spices, mix, a bit of Cameroon pepper, added the chicken, mix, cover for like 2 minutes before proceeding to adding my vegetables, chopped vegetables, chop them finely so they won't be so chunky. After adding that, I flipped it again and let that simmer on low heat for like 2 minutes. Turned off the gas and your chicken is ready. Last but not the least, we'll be making some baked, meaty, sweet, delicious, nice potatoes. So you get your chopped potatoes, sprinkle your salt, thyme, curry. I always use ground thyme and flaked thyme. It is a personal preference. You can use whichever you have. Paprika, my Sazon complete seasoning, and don't forget to add your garlic. That is the star of whatever baked potato you're trying to make. Sprinkled some rosemary and drizzled oil, enough oil so your potatoes won't burn. Mix that together and pop in your oven for 40 minutes, 375 degrees. Please don't forget, always flip whatever you're putting in the oven. Don't just leave it because it's just going to be done at one side. I started packing up some of the dishes that were ready. My jollof rice was ready, spicy chicken ready, potatoes was about to be ready. When I was done packing, I proceeded to sprinkling some onions just to make the taste pop more, and also a taste test, texture test, quality test. Can you guys see how the chicken was falling off that bone? Off camera, I seasoned, fried my minced meat, added some peppers, onions, tomatoes, and then proceeded to pouring in the baked potatoes. You don't need to over season this because you already seasoned the potatoes and also the meat while you were frying. And finally, I made some Christmas themed puff puff. We have Santa and Mr. Grinch, but today I did not make Mr. Grinch. If you want to see Mr. Grinch, follow my socials, like I said, and I'm going to obviously post about the second day on there. So when I was done with my perfect puff puff, you guys will see my perfect puff puff. This is what they call a perfect circle. It took me thousands of tries to get my puff puff to look like this. Did I just say puff? Anyway, I packed everything I needed and headed out to the event. Everybody was so excited to try out all the dishes. It was pretty fun, but I left pretty early because I had to go home and prepare for the next day. I had to come back here the next morning. Follow me on my socials to watch more content. Thank you.